We all know this guy's going ahead pretty easy. You can see, you can look at it. There, he's going ahead. Cool. So we're trying to set ourselves on a world stage, and we're trying to look at new ways to market meat and find a niche in the world that we can really sell ourselves forward, aren't we? I mean, that's what we've been talking about. So how do you get true value? What does it mean for true value looking after your soil properly? Tenderest steak in New Zealand. That's the gold medal. And his heifer, 2 heifers, he's a stud breeder. He sent his 2 cull heifers off to the Steak of Origin competition. So he got a gold and a bronze. And everybody goes, what's everybody thinking? Oh, anybody can set up to win that competition, eh? You know?
Yeah, feeding them carrots and...
Yeah, feed him up, feed him carrots. Well, I'll tell you what, he feeds grass and hay. Hay over winter and grass for the rest of the year. And the back of the farm's at 2,000 feet. I should have said that in meters, shouldn't I? So, you know, the skeptical say, oh yeah, it's a one-off. Cool. You know, he's a hero, he did it once. What did he win the next year? He put his 2 heifers on the truck and there was a steer, and the steer started bellowing. Oh, bugger it, I chucked that on too, because he didn't want one steer in the paddock by itself. Chucked it on. There's actually 3 medals around that guy's neck this year. A gold, a silver, and a bronze. And he feeds them grass and hay. So, people often have an excuse, oh, my stock aren't performing, and they just can't get you. You can't find out why. You've got to dig deeper back into your production system. Don't go forward, don't go running down to the vet and go, should I need something? Because my stock aren't performing. You go backwards and you find out why. You either go back to the soil or you go back to the herbage. Like I was saying before, we do herbage analysis because the climate will affect how much protein, carbohydrates in your pasture. And sometimes you just want to know the answers. Well, we can give it to you. We had a case of lambs putting on no weight on lucerne. So up from the South Island comes a bag of lucerne, 37.6% protein.
Sure.
It's a wonder they were still alive. But it was a paddock full of kilograms of dry matter, so because you've got kilograms of dry matter, you put some animals in. There's some kilograms of dry matter, eat, behave, grow fast. Bollocks. It's not that simple. So if you want to arm yourself with more information about animal performance, about your soil performance, you can't just guess it. I got involved with a mob of steers, beautiful big bullocks, doing 200 grams a day. The guy got them in to weigh them, should have been up to weight to go off to the sale. 60 days I put on a couple 100 grams a day. No energy in the grass. You need energy for growth. So if you want to know grass, you have to learn grass. And just by looking over the fence and going, there's that many kilograms of dry matter in that paddock, I'll put X amount of sheep in there and they'll do 1.2, a day, cattle. And then you pull them out and reweigh them and go, ooh, it's because you haven't learned grass. It's the same thing with crops. Guys will put lambs in crops and they just sit because they don't understand animal nutrition. And eventually they start going. Well, the rumen takes 3 weeks to make that transition. So a lot of people get a little bit disappointed about crop performance. Well, it's not the crop, they just haven't understood that the animal can't handle the crop and haven't measured what's in it. So, New Zealand agriculture is split into 2 groups, and it's got a crossover in the middle, just like the carbon cycle. We've got farmers to the left, which are the agri bit of it, and we've got the culture to the right, which is our accountants and everybody that feeds information into the farmer and helps the farmer. And in the middle where the crossover is, we've got the people that make the most noise. And they drive the culture. And it's all about positive change. So beef and lamb, for instance, rebranded New Zealand lamb and it's Taste Pure New Zealand. Marvellous. Absolutely fantastic. He won all those medals on a taste test. Now, who's going to guess this number? How many people from beef and lamb who have just introduced Taste Pure New Zealand rang this guy and said, how have you won 5 medals for 5 animals over 2 years in this taste test for the state of origin?
No.
What's that all about? If somebody tells me the correct answer or a answer to that question, you've pretty much solved problems of New Zealand agriculture. Why did nobody ring him and go, mate, that's incredible. 2 years in a row, every animal you've put in the state of origin competition was picked for a medal from a blind taste test. Why did nobody ring him? That's the problem with New Zealand agriculture, isn't it?